if life came with a stats screen? Like, you could just open a menu and see everything. Total naps taken, bananas eaten, times you said I'll start tomorrow. I mean, would I even want to know? Or would I be too scared to see that my productive hours stat is shorter than the line for free samples at Costco? If I could look at just one stat first, maybe I'd check total hours spent thinking about things that never happened. That number would be terrifying. I'd scroll through all the times I imagine arguments in the shower or practice fake interviews that never existed. You know what? They should give out bonus XP for overthinking. I'd be at level 99 by now. Maybe even get a rare achievement. Champion of imaginary conversations. Sounds about right. Or maybe I'd go for something innocent, like times you smiled. I wonder how many of those smiles were real, and how many were the awkward, I don't know how to end this conversation kind. It'd be sweet to see the curve like, oh look, smile spiked in 2015. What happened that year? All right, I discovered coffee with caramel drizzle. Honestly, caffeine probably deserves credit for half my joy stats. Then there's the total pounds of food eaten. Oh boy, that stat might break the screen. Imagine seeing the equivalent in elephants or city buses. Congratulations, you've eaten 3 baby hippos worth of snacks. I just stare, whispering worth it. Although, I'd be curious to see how much of that was late-night peanut butter. I think my spoon deserves an award for most loyal companion. Now, what about hours spent waiting? Waiting for the bus, waiting for my food, waiting for motivation to arrive. That stat would be enormous. And you know what's cruel? None of that waiting ever gets refunded. You can't exchange it for store credit. Maybe life's real challenge isn't how you spend your time. It's how much of it you spend waiting for something that never even shows up. Then I'd want to see times you almost did something amazing but chicken out. Oh, that one would sting. Probably 1,000 tiny moments, all blinking like little missed chances on a giant screen. But maybe it'd also remind me that courage isn't about having no fear. It's about pressing continue even when you're terrified. Still, I'd probably close that tab fast and go back to my comfort zone, which, ironically, might have its own stat. What about people who secretly cared about you? That one, I think I'd stare at for hours. Because there's something heartbreaking and beautiful about realizing you were loved in moments you didn't even notice. The co-worker who saved you the last donut. The neighbor who waved every morning. The friend who texted you up, not for gossip, just to check in. That stat would hit harder than any achievement unlocked. Then again, I'd also want to see the number of times you laughed until you cried. Those moments deserve their own highlight reel. Laughter is the closest thing we have to magic. It's the reset button of the soul. Maybe that's the stat that matters most. Not how much time we spent surviving, but how much we actually enjoyed being alive. Of course, there'd be the time wasted on my phone stat, and I already know that one would be horrific. Probably enough to earn me the title of Master of Infinite Scrolling. But maybe it wouldn't all be wasted. Some of those hours were spent watching silly videos that made me forget the weight of the day. Maybe that counts as healing. Maybe the stats don't tell the whole story, just the numbers. Not the feelings behind them, in the end, though. The stat I'd really want to see is moments you were truly present. The ones where time didn't matter, when you were just there fully alive, breathing, smiling, existing. I have a feeling that number's smaller than I'd like. But maybe knowing that would make me chase it more. Maybe life's real stats aren't on a screen at all. They're in how much heart we put into the seconds we get. And now it's 3:18 a.m. My eyes are finally getting heavy. I'll never see my life stats. But maybe that's the point. Some things are meant to be lived, not measured. Good night, brain, please. Just for once, let me rest.